Why did all of the lights by the tombstone shut off? Oh shit!
Look at his snake!
The deeper you go into the wild, the more you realize some places were never meant to be explored. From a sinister mask appearing inches from a camper's window to a sudden gunshot shattering the midnight air, these encounters prove that isolation is often a dangerous illusion. If you realized you were being watched miles from civilization, would you have the nerve to stay? This disturbing footage was recorded by a man spending the night alone in a mountain forest. He was an experienced camper who had gone through many nights outdoors without problems and usually slept without difficulty. This night was different. He woke up several times to loud noises coming from the nearby bushes. The sounds were intense and unsettling, almost like someone screaming in pain. Startled, he pointed his flashlight outside the tent but saw nothing. The darkness made it hard to see clearly. He eventually lay down again, hoping the noises would stop. Not long after, he heard a low humming sound outside the tent. That was when he picked up his night vision camera and began recording. What it captured deeply unsettled him.
What the fuck is that? What the is that?
It remains unknown what the man did next, or whether he chose to leave the area. The footage ends without any clear explanation. After it spread across the internet, people began debating what they were seeing. Some claimed the video was staged, pointing out that it appears to come from an obscure 2011 found footage horror film called Evidence of the Sasquatch. Others believed it could be linked to a missing person case from years ago. Either way, the footage continues to leave a lasting impression on those who watch it. What do you think about this video? On March 4th, 2026, the YouTube channel Johnny Paranormal uploaded a video documenting a search that left even longtime viewers unsettled. The creator Johnny regularly explores remote locations, but even for him, this place seemed to carry a different kind of presence. The video opens with him walking along a rugged trail near the edge of the Badlands, explaining that he had been searching the nearby forest for hours. The park itself was vast, filled with thick trees, and as Johnny moved through it, he pointed out small campsites scattered throughout the woods. Some were nothing more than a piece of cloth left behind, or a rope tied to a branch, but they were enough to suggest that people had been staying out there. At one point, he noticed something that immediately caught his attention. Near the side of the trail, there were markers tied to branches, small ribbons that looked surprisingly recent. In forests like this, ribbons were sometimes used by hikers to mark paths, but these appeared different. The colors shifted between yellow and red, and they seemed spaced out carefully, almost as if someone had intentionally created a route leading deeper into the woods.
I was just about to walk out, but this is real new, so we have to trace it up, team. We don't want anybody spending longer in this forest than they have to. Oh, there's more markers over there. Red ones. Always sucks me back in. That's the last yellow marker, but I put in markers every 5-10 metres. It's a red marker.
Johnny followed the markers carefully, explaining that they appeared fresh, and the farther he went, the more uneasy he became. He repeatedly pointed out how unusual the Badlands area felt compared to the rest of the forest.
Well, it looks like those red markers have stopped as well, which is good news. It's an old camp. Oh no, they're still going. Like, I just do not want to be here. Right. I just got to the last red one. There's some belongings in over here that I haven't seen before.
Eventually, the ribbons led him to an old campsite that Johnny said he had never seen before. A worn tent sat partially collapsed among the trees, along with a few scattered belongings. Nothing looked recently used, but the fact that it was hidden so far away from the main path raised more questions than answers.
I've never found this before. This is what you don't want to find, team. It's been looted. Unless they just left it here, but I doubt it. There's some yellow tape there.
Standing there in the fading light, he admitted that this was exactly the kind of discovery he did not want to come across while exploring alone.
There's something real off around here, though, I'm telling you. There's something real off with the Badlands altogether, man. If I ever get killed in here or die in here, it will be in here. Right, those red markers have stopped. What have we got here?
After briefly checking the surroundings, he decided it was safer not to go any deeper into the Badlands that day. Instead, he began heading back toward the main trail, carefully following his own markers to avoid getting lost in the dense forest. But even as he left the park, the tension did not seem to fade.
I'm gonna have to search it real hard when the snow and rain finishes, so just walking out. What the hell's going on here? I was just walking out. That's over the weekend. Ah, there's more string going out.
As Johnny walked along the edge of the trail, he suddenly noticed something else, a note, written clearly in English with a religious message about finding hope through faith. The explorer admitted that the Badlands remained the one place in the park that genuinely unsettled him, even after years of searching the forest. Something about that area continued to feel off, a place filled with strange markers, abandoned camps, and quiet signs that someone might still be out there somewhere in the trees. Sometimes patterns appear without explanation, and small details begin to feel connected in ways that are hard to explain. If someone left those markers and that note behind, what were they really trying to guide, and who were they expecting to find? On October 22nd, 2025, the YouTube channel Jasco, known for overnight camping challenges and paranormal exploration, uploaded a video filmed in Starhill Forest. In this video, Jasco and his friend Chris returned to a wooded area linked to old cemeteries and dark local legends. What begins as another overnight challenge quickly shows signs that this forest may not be as empty as it seems.
There was a serial killer that used to roam this forest and bury his victims all throughout the forest, as well as this cemetery. In the cemetery, it is also rumored to be haunted by this sort of white-faced demon, and people claim that you look it in its face, that it will scar you for life. There was once a woman who looked at this demon face to face, and she cannot talk to this day. So we're gonna go in there. Chris,
What was that?
why did all of the lights by the tombstones shut off?
That's actually fucking weird.
Actually, guys, there's these little lamps right here. They're scattered all throughout the cemetery. I swear to God, when we got here, hold on, actually, I just posted this on my Instagram story. Look at this. If you look in the cemetery, the lights are on.
That's concerning.
Jasco and Chris arrive at the Starhill Forest as night approaches. The area is quiet, surrounded by trees, and old graves hidden in the dark. Jasko explains the history of the location, including stories of violence and strange activity. As they move through the cemetery, small details begin to stand out. Solar lights on the graves suddenly shut off as they get closer. The forest feels active even when nothing is clearly visible.
What's that like light green thing over there? You see
Yeah, I
it?
see that. I don't like that.
I'll take a picture.
That's very close.
I'm gonna zoom in on that. What is that? It looks like a tent. Look at my phone.
Yeah,
It's a tent, I
someone's
think.
camping over there?
No way.
That's a tent, you're right.
Checking.
Check it? No, I don't think I want to.
While exploring deeper into the woods, they notice something unusual in the distance. A light-colored tent sits among the trees. Neither of them recognizes it, and they decide not to approach. Soon after, they hear footsteps moving across dry leaves.
And we spoke to some people nearby, the gas stations and stuff, and a lot of people said never go back there because there were rumors of some dark practices that occurred back here. This is apparently the area where that girl seen the white-faced demon that had her basically unable to speak to this day. I hear like walking in the leaves, like the...
Yeah, crunching. Someone out here? Hello?
Wait,
Yeah, I heard that. Poor timing.
Hello? Listen, we don't want to go too far. We're just kind of curious to see who or what's out here. It is so chilling. It's so quiet.
Hello?
What
the fuck is
that sounds like a girl's voice.
Hello, you okay?
Do you need help?
It's up to you, bro.
All right, how about this? I have an idea, Chris.
Okay.
Before we make it back to the cemetery, prove to us that you're here, turn the lights back on in the cemetery, at least one of them.
I just saw a red light flash over there. What the fuck was that?
Wait, what?
Sorry, I'm looking over my shoulder. I just saw a red light flash over there. What the fuck?
I see it.
See it? Isn't that crazy?
Thank you. Can you tell me, were you murdered by the serial killer? Okay, so she hates you.
Oh, whoa, what the fuck? The fuck was that?
What is that? Chris, do you see it?
Yeah, what is that?
Who's down there? Oh! Oh my god, careful, careful. Go, 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 go,
Where are we
go, go.
going?
The sounds are close enough to suggest someone else is nearby. When a red blinking light appears deeper in the forest, followed by a low growling sound, both decide to retreat to their truck. 2 days later, they return to a different camping area nearby.
We drove by there the other night when we first came here, and there was people there. So, curious. Let's go take a look.
Can't see a single thing.
Oh my god.
Probably a good night to go look at the stars.
Someone had a fire here recently.
Okay.
100%, because it's still, brother, it's still lit. I mean, you guys can see that. This is very recent. People are clearly here drinking. About a year and a half ago, we had our tent set up here, and we left to go film in the forest. We came back, and our tents were completely destroyed. Like someone cut them up with knives.
They find a fire pit that is still warm with smoke lingering in the air. The fire appears recent, suggesting someone was there not long before. Jasko then inserts footage from a previous visit to the same forest. In that earlier trip, their tent had been slashed while they were away. The memory changes how they view the current situation.
That was crazy,
A shadow?
It literally in the straight back. It was a person, bro. It literally looked like a person just ran by the trees, like almost like a slow motion run. True.
Choking.
If we have to pee, just make sure we come right here.
Ooh.
Hello?
Ooh, boy.
Bro, what could have fallen from a tree besides leaves? That was heavy.
Locations hold power.
Someone just threw something.
I was gonna say we sleep here tonight. I still think that's the case, because
Apparition.
apparition.
That's what I just saw.
Bro,
I literally
apparition
just saw
is
something
crazy.
run by the trees. What was that?
Whoa.
Ghost.
You don't scare us.
Oh, yeah. What scares me? A little bit.
Right here.
No. I don't want
to. Okay. I'm hearing some crazy noises over there. Whoa.
What the fuck?
Oh, okay, let's go, 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 go! What is that?
As time goes by, more unusual moments occur. Chris spots a dark figure moving quickly between the trees. Soon after, a loud metallic sound echoes through the forest. Once again, they leave the area and regroup. They then visit the remains of an old foundation known as the doctor's house.
Again, bro. Okay, guys, I have tried every single battery that I have for my night vision camera. Every single battery was at 100%. None of them are working. Like, none of these batteries are working. It's not a camera thing because we used this literally yesterday.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Oh man, it's slippery, careful.
Oh, what the fuck?
Brother, my camera's being fucked with and now this?
Hello?
So that one time we were here, there was like a massive old luggage here, so moldy and nasty.
Yeah.
And inside was like a bunch of weird personal belongings and dolls and shit.
What is that?
That's crazy. That is crazy. Look at that. What's up? Ugh, ew. Look in there.
Okay.
Oh my God. What happened in this house? What is the residual haunting? Can you tell us?
To cause madness.
Marked. What was that? Yo, yo.
Hello? Bro, the truck's not far. We gotta go.
Thomas.
Thomas, was that you in one of the photos? Was that your car?
Shop. Sickness.
Sickness, of course, the doctor.
While filming, all of their night vision camera batteries suddenly drain despite being fully charged earlier. On the ground, they find old black and white photographs and a discarded hat. Using a spirit box app, they hear words related to sickness and violence. At the same time, the alarm on their truck goes off, signaling a possible intrusion.
I don't even know, I just don't know enough about baseball.
But, yeah, the Yankees won.
Hold up.
What the f was that? Oh my God,
Hold up. Bro, I'm starting to think there might actually be like somebody out here.
Who would be crazy enough to be out here?
No, I know that sounds dumb, but...
As night falls, they camp and talk by the fire when something unexpected happens, making them uneasy and raising the tension. For safety, they decide to sleep inside the truck.
Just talking. Someone's talking. I hear talking outside the truck. I was kind of awake. I just opened my eyes because I swear it sounded like people were talking outside, and then I heard a whistle, and then I heard more people talking.
Their rest is quickly interrupted by strange sounds. Flashlights begin moving through the trees near the vehicle. The light keeps shining toward them and does not stop when they respond.
Jazz, wake up. Jazz, please. Bro, there's a fucking light over there. There's a light. There's something over there, look. There's a light right there. Actually a light. There's like a flashlight or something right in front of us.
Where is it? It's off now. Do you think there's someone out there?
That looked like someone holding a flashlight, like looking at us, just standing there. So do it. I literally think it was a flashlight. Like someone was like pacing back and forth. It was the weirdest thing.
As well.
Yo, look. Dude, it just flashed again. Someone just flashed right there. I'm telling you.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, see it?
Yeah,
That's what
I see
I'm saying. It's right there. I don't know what to do.
Can we help you? He's just ignoring us.
I don't understand it.
Moments later, something they did not expect happens.
I don't know, like, I can say for full certainty, there's something weird going on in this forest. Like,
That was a gunshot.
There's no fucking way. That was a gunshot. Okay, well, this is the only way out. I'm just gonna floor it and whatever the fuck happens, happens.
A loud gunshot echoes through the forest. Facing a clear threat, Jasko immediately drives away. Only then do they realize they may have been followed. Many viewers believe the repeated voices, lights, and gunshot point to human involvement, rather than something paranormal. Raising one unsettling question: how long had someone been watching? before Jasko and Chris realized they were not alone. On November 16, 2024, the YouTube channel CJ Faison, known for solo van camping and outdoor exploration, uploaded a video filmed in the Pine Barrens forest of New Jersey. CJ travels alone to a remote area to camp overnight, choosing a quiet weekday to avoid people. The forest is known for its isolation and dark history. Before twilight slipped into night, CJ rode his e-bike around the perimeter. The surroundings felt empty and neglected, with unpleasant smells in the air, giving him the sense that this was not a welcoming place.
There's nobody else camping here, which is good. It's good for me, in several ways, because also too, I don't know if you all feel the same way or not, but like sometimes some seclusion helps you determine whether or not these noises are paranormal, whatever the case might be. And that's why I wanted to get here. There's somebody right there. All right. A little strange. I'm gonna actually go this way just to see what this person's doing. So the truck went this way here. Fish. In some aspects, I think you can hunt out here too. Okay, there's another campsite, and it looks like another outhouse there. Being out here, the sun's kind of going down now. I'm gonna ride around a little bit more because, all right, nighttime, things get creepy. Yeah. I'm actually wishing that somebody was out here camping now, because it would just feel like a little bit more peace of mind. I don't see the trail anymore. So according to my map, I have to go way back that way. Basically, I'm going the wrong way, no light. I'm gonna cut the camera and head back that way as fast as I can. So let's get back to this main road.
On the ride back to camp, his sense of isolation broke apart. Another vehicle was moving along the narrow forest tracks ahead. He quickly turned off path into the shadows to avoid being seen, a growing sense of unease building inside him. Back in the relative safety of his van, night fully set in. That was when the situation began to feel more serious.
That was an extremely bright light. I swore there was a bright light. A very bright light. Damn, that was so weird. Like, when I'm telling you that was a bright light, I'm saying that was enough light to make me like stop and be like, what the hell? Oh shit! Oh gosh, damn it. I'm losing my mind. I'm literally losing my mind right now. Oh, that was this. Dokie, let me just tell y'all. Oh, I may or may not have shit my pants there for just a quick second. Let's go on. Let's kind of explore around a little bit here at nighttime. So,
The heavy silence was suddenly broken when a bright, high-intensity beam cut through the trees, sweeping across his campsite like a searchlight. With adrenaline rising, CJ turned off his interior lights, leaving himself in darkness to watch the unknown source.
Hey, that was weird. Let me try something really quick. My camera just went doo-doo-doo and shut itself off as soon as I took a step. Alright, I don't know. Weird coincidence, or there's a haunted log in the middle of the forest. I don't know. That was actually a joke. This is so weird down here. Oh my gosh. Whoa. When I'm looking around, I don't know why I'm downhill or getting out of breath going downhill, but this vibe here reminds me of not only like the Pocomoke forest, but it also reminds me of gosh, I can't remember the name of that forest. Eleanor, the Eleanor forest. This gives me Eleanor forest vibes like through and through. The trees aren't like huge trees, they're like just like smaller little thinner trees. I don't know if y'all can kind of see it or not, but that's how like the Eleanor forest was. And when I went in that forest, I cannot tell where that noise came from. The worst part is I'm in this valley. Ow. Like, I don't know if it came from down here. That's the van. That's my van. Shit. What the hell? My tripod's knocked over. Wait, I might have actually done that. When I left, I might have accidentally kicked that over or something. I don't know. And I don't know what this noise is over here. I don't know if it's like one of the airplanes. But there was something down in that valley making like a noise. And I'm not sure what the hell that was. Oh, fuck. I'm losing my shit. I really am. I also put the bed down, started getting it ready. I just wanted to clear the van, make sure nobody's.
Almost immediately, a strange metallic whining sound echoed from the direction of the swamp. His composure broke. He quickly retreated into the van and locked the doors, his heart racing.
All right. I'm not sure exactly what I heard. I heard a bump, or like a thump, or a thud, or I can hear planes out of this window right here. I hate to overreact, but I think I'm overreacting. I'm hearing shit. I'm hearing stuff in my sleep. It's freaking cold out here. Hello? You fucking shit! What the? Oh, I'm losing my mind. No, that's a fucking. That's a mask. That's a fucking mask. Hello? I didn't notice that was there earlier. Hello?
In the middle of the night, CJ wakes to a loud thump against the van. The silence that follows is broken by the slow, distinct sound of footsteps moving across dry leaves close to where he is lying. Shaken, he points his flashlight out the window into the darkness and notices something that will stay with him long after that night. A disturbing mask is hanging from a branch directly beside the van. He knows it was not there at sunset. Then, the situation escalates further. The sound of a woman's voice is heard just outside the vehicle. The feeling of being watched becomes overwhelming. Believing the situation could turn dangerous, CJ shouts a warning into the darkness. The realization that someone may be very close is too much to ignore. Many viewers believe the events point to human involvement rather than coincidence. The moving light's footsteps and the mask suggest deliberate actions meant to intimidate or observe. If someone placed the mask near the van, how long had they been watching before CJ realized he was no longer alone? This camping encounter takes place along a remote rocky coastline in southwest Australia, where the environment appears calm but constantly active. On February 6th, 2022, Nat from the YouTube channel Field Days, known for survival and catch-and-cook outdoor content, explores the area. The setting feels controlled at first, until something begins to move closer than expected. The video opens with a moment that shows how this environment works. Nat watches an octopus quickly catch a crab along the rocky shoreline. It happens fast with no warning. The scene sets the tone for the rest of the day. He prepares his setup nearby. Because of fire restrictions, he uses a small gas stove to make coffee. The plan is simple: walk along the coast, explore the area, and find food. The conditions seem manageable.
Have a look at this. This place doesn't cease to amaze me. We're only 20 to 30 minutes into this walk. You can see this water is pure, fresh drinking water. There's a spring somewhere up here and it's pushing that fresh water down. It's obviously trickling here into the ocean, but this water here, fresh drinking water. What you'd have to do, you have to boil it up, you'd maybe purify it, you could drink this water. We've got octopus, we've got rock pools full of food, fresh drinking water in this little rock here. And this is actually running water, it's trickling down. It's incredible. Probably that water is so clear. Boom, just like that we've got another fish. So we're not going to go hungry today. These are a beautiful little snack, but we've got a big day ahead of us. We'll get him back in the water, keep punching up. This is so good.
As he moves across the rocks, he finds a small freshwater source flowing from a crack near the shore. He notes that it could be used if boiled. He also catches a few small fish, but releases them, choosing to wait for something larger.
Oh, there is a huge snake, like right in front of the car, not even kidding, it's monster.
So basically what's happened is there's a big snake next to the car and she's sitting in the car and shit scared.
I think it could be a python, but I don't know, I'm not going any close to it, eh?
What color is the snake?
Black and greenish, it has like a green spot on it.
Does it have vertical lines or horizontal lines? Like are the lines going up and down around the body?
It goes like up and down.
And it's got like a weird shaped head, like a box head?
Yeah, like a, but I don't know, it's just a snake and it's big and it's right in front of the car.
It's probably just a python, but don't touch it, just let it go, let it do its thing.
Yeah, I'm not touching it, I'm not getting any close, but it's like right here, like right next to the car.
I'm walking miles and miles away, so we might drop out of reception soon, but hope stay safe and don't touch the snake, alright?
Yeah, I won't. I will show you the video when you're back.
See ya.
Be safe, see ya.
Field day, over and out. She's obviously got a big snake that's hanging around the car, so if that snake is real, I'm gonna drop that footage right about now.
Look at this snake. Oh my gosh, look at the size of it. I'm not going outside anymore until Med's back. I'm pretty sure this is a python, but I'm not touching it. Oh my god. This is probably the first time in Australia, surprisingly.
While Nat is away from the vehicle, the situation changes. Over the radio, Mac 10 calls him. Her voice is unsteady. A large python has appeared near the car close to the door. She stays inside, unsure of what to do. Nat remains calm and gives instructions through the radio, guiding her to stay still and avoid sudden movement. For a moment, it seems under control. But the most dangerous part has not happened yet. A second snake soon appears.
Yes, what's up?
There is a black and brown snake and he seems to be coming inside of the car.
There's a snake going in the car.
So yeah, I've blocked the door, but he seems to be coming from the bottom and I don't know what to do.
Relax, relax.
Should I stay in the car? I closed the door, but I think he can come from the bottom, can he?
Whereabouts are you in the car?
In the front seat.
Okay, just relax. Are both front doors shut?
Yeah, front door are shut, but he seemed to be coming like underneath the car.
The odds of the snake getting in the car are extremely, extremely rare. It's probably going to go crawl in the engine, but not in the car. Where was the snake when you saw it?
It was coming from the bush, so I closed the door and he was coming on the chair. He starts coming under the car, like where the doors are, and he was continuing down.
Go and crawl into the back of the car. It's not going to go into the car, babe. You're going to be okay. But if you want to feel safe, you need to get out of the car because it can still get in. She's so scared. You can hear it in her voice. Okay, just be super calm, babe. It's okay. The odds of it coming into the car are like 0%.
I don't know what to do.
That's the second snake that we've had around the car today and she's freaking out. I've got about a 2-hour walk back to the car. Just put the car in neutral and start the car. We're gonna scare this snake out of the engine bay. What I think's going on is Mucky's so far down there. She's like, it's taken me 2.5 hours to walk here.
The car?
Yeah, put the car in neutral and start the engine.
Okay.
She is so scared. So what's happening right now is there's a snake in the car. This is not a joke. Sounds like the snake was going in the car, so she shut the doors and then it's gone up the wheel and into the engine bay. So starting the car is gonna rattle the engine and it'll scare her off, but you got the car started?
Not yet.
That's not a friendly snake. That's a highly venomous snake, especially out here in the outback. So
This one is darker and far more dangerous, likely a highly venomous species common in the region. It moves toward the vehicle and tries to get inside. Fortunately, Mac 10 closes the door just in time. Still, the tension increases as the snake remains nearby. Nat continues guiding her from a distance. He tells her to start the engine using the vibration and sound to discourage the snake. After some time, the situation stabilizes, but the danger is not fully gone.
all right, so this is the snake coming out of the bush, and it's actually a really weird snake. Look at this thing, man. It's like brown with dots all over it. I ain't never seen a snake like that. And then it climbs the chair and then it goes straight up into the car. Look at it climbing the chair. That's hectic. So there's a snake under the car. No, it's probably gone. All right, wait, this is not even a joke right now. I just popped the engine of the car and I heard this like weird sound. Not even joking, right? I put my fingers under there, I popped the friggin' hood of the car, and I just stuck my head in there and the snake was like, whoosh, come straight out at me. The snake is in the engine bay of the car right now. So Mac 10's been sitting in the car for the last 3 hours and there's a snake cruising around the engine bay of the car. I can look from the top and the bottom and I can't see a thing, and it's kind of semi-flat on top of the gearbox there. He might be curled up there in a ball. Just can't really see him anywhere else in the engine. Very, very strange. Anyway, I think I'm gonna give it 5 minutes, see if we can appear again. If he doesn't appear, we might go fishing. I want to find him. He's in here. He's 100% he's in here. He has not fallen out of the engine yet. He's a bloody master of disguise, that's for sure. I literally saw it with my own eyes when I opened the bonnet. It didn't really go at me, but it made like a noise. So there's 100% a snake in the car. We can't find it, but it's still in there. Hasn't fallen out. We haven't seen it run away, but what do you do? Welcome to Australia.
Later, when Nat returns to the vehicle, his girlfriend shows him footage of the snake moving toward her. Realizing the situation is more serious than it first appeared, he checks the area. The snake is no longer visible. However, he soon discovers it has moved into the engine bay. This creates a new problem. The snake is now hidden in a space that is difficult to reach. When he opens the hood, the snake reacts aggressively from inside the engine compartment. It stays mostly out of sight, moving through tight spaces. Nat cannot safely remove it, and its exact position remains unknown. By the end of the video, the snake is still somewhere inside the vehicle. The situation is no longer about direct contact, but about not knowing where the danger is. In a camping encounter like this, danger is not always visible. It can remain hidden and unpredictable. Staying calm helps, but it does not remove the risk. If something like that stayed close without being seen, how would you handle it? This camping encounter does not begin with anything unusual. It starts inside an abandoned cattle farm where the environment looks manageable. On February 4th, 2026, Kevin from the YouTube channel Small Plots, known for stealth camping and outdoor challenges, enters with Todd and Sam. But in conditions like this, the risk is not always obvious at first. The video begins as the group enters the abandoned farm. Almost immediately, they notice a hazard.
A real interesting place. We got to figure out where we're camping tonight. We're going to figure out where we're having a fire tonight. They're going to be single digit with 10, 20 mile an hour winds. So let's try not to die. Challenge, I guess. I think Todd's in here. Oh wow, look at this place. This wouldn't be the worst place to stay, right? This isn't rock, right? Ah, styrofoam. Just a ton of styrofoam. Huh.
A wooden board with long, rusty nails is hanging above their path. It is unstable and dangerous, especially in low visibility. As they continue exploring, their movement disturbs the animals inside, causing them to scatter suddenly. The reaction is quick and unexpected. Inside, the floor is covered with old, dried animal waste. The space has clearly been left untouched for a long time, but it still shows signs of life.
Yeah, some weird, just tons of furniture. Can't tell if it's been burned or just rotted over time. I'm stepping in poop. There's plenty of footprints around. I don't think any of them are human. I don't think. Looks like the sun is coming out briefly. It's been that kind of day. Snow squall, sun. I think we might try to get the fire going on this piece of sheet metal here. I'm going to look under it just to make sure. I don't know. Birch bark underneath it. It's going to light up. No mice that I can see. Just leaves and some wood. I think that'll be fine. Sam, are you planning on camping in the trough here?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we want to get a little dirty with it.
Think of all the animal mouths that have just been chewing cud right here. This grain silo. This is technically a ladder straight up. I won't be climbing it. That's what it is. Where's all my grain? Man, this compound is huge. Been kind of like a little courtyard area here. There's the main barn, the silos, some chairs. Sam's checking out this weird thing over here. I don't know if I can get it because it's kind of deep snow. I don't know. There's like a circle of chairs over there.
There's like one chair that it looks like they're all looking at or something.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah, what goes on here on a normal night? I don't know.
They move around the property, checking different areas. After some time, one of the group members finds a circle of old chairs outside in the snow. The arrangement has no clear purpose, and it creates an unusual feeling compared to the rest of the environment. The group decides to set up their camp inside the structure. The temperature is extremely low. They try to build a fire on a metal grate to stay warm, but the wind makes it difficult to keep it going. The cold quickly becomes the main challenge.
I'm
Well, it's time to eat. I have, oh boy, some hot dogs here, some sausages, some cheddar sausages. It's like straight up like 10 degrees out here. It's very cold, but yeah, we're all slowly dying. We have the fire going. I maybe filed this down a little. Like I can. All right, so we got this. We got this little glizzy. Oh yeah, we got a nice frozen hot dog. I think we're doing it. I'm cooking this. There's like pallet wood in here. This is terrible. I'm getting cancer by just cooking my hot dog here. Okay, this is like good enough. I think we'll figure this out. All right, we got a little cheddar dog here. And the tortilla. I can't stop hiccuping. This is terrible. I hate it. I hate myself. I'm gonna eat this warm hot dog and this super cold tortilla. Well, I had a nice dinner that I ate, but unfortunately, Todd.
It's all inside my
accidentally squished his mountain meal.
I hope it finishes cooking though, so I can at least eat it. It like squeezed out everywhere in there.
Is it inside your coat?
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, that's
I have a backup coat.
Oh look!
If you need a coat.
Oh no! Oh, it's on this chair too. Oh no!
Oh my gosh!
This is not good.
That's terrible.
Oh, terrible!
Oh my gosh. Well, that was a delightful meal. We got Todd over here in the hammock. We got Sam over here doing his thing. I brought the tent. I've rethought that. I think I'm just going to sleep like there. There's nothing more to say. What's going on over there? Sam's dancing. It's not a big deal. We got Todd with his hammock. Yeah, it's about that time. I'm gonna sleep in that chair. The weather was not as bad as it was supposed to be. It's supposed to be crazy winds and stuff tonight, and that just didn't happen. It's so cold. So I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna.
Later, Kevin prepares food using wood from a pallet. The food ends up having a chemical smell likely from the treated wood. At the same time, Todd runs into another problem. While preparing his meal, a bag of food breaks open, spilling liquid inside his jacket. As night falls, they get ready to sleep. Todd uses a hammock while Kevin and Sam stay on the ground. Kevin chooses not to use a tent and lies directly on the floor of the structure. The surface is dirty and the temperature continues to drop. During the night, Kevin's sleeping pad loses air. Without insulation, he is now in direct contact with the cold ground. The exposure lasts for hours. There is no immediate solution, and the situation becomes about enduring the cold until morning. When daylight arrives, the effects become clearer. Kevin realizes he may have been lying on dried animal waste throughout the night. The group packs up and leaves the area. What seemed like a simple stealth camping trip turns into a situation shaped by the environment, the cold, and small decisions made along the way.
That's it for tonight. Which moment creeped you out the most? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story? Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.